Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today I have a pretty special thing that I've been wanting for a while, and not sure if you guys are gonna like it or not. It is not car related. Well, I guess you can say it's kind of like a car. It has wheels, but I know it's been a while. I haven't posted in a while. I've been sick, quarantine. I just kind of been not in the mood to record. Took a little break, but I'm definitely back now. Let me take you and show you a couple updates, and I'll show you what I got, and I'm gonna be working on it on the channel. It's not gonna be anything crazy. I'm not gonna go a million videos on it. It's just gonna be a couple, 1-2 videos. And but yeah, let me show you a few of the updates. So first thing, the 135, you saw the last video. I did the valve cover, all that. It's running good. After I did the valve cover and all that, the oil drain on this was leaking a little bit. I ended up fixing it off the camera. So now it's good, it's not leaking. Everything's good, driving good. Next little update is over here. I ended up taking the lathe off and all that other stuff here. It was kind of cluttered, so now it just looks much cleaner. I kind of did like a little workstation here. I got the welder, sandblaster, drill press, and the lathe is over here. So this is kind of like the workstation, and over here just more clean, and I have that stuff here. The paint head, I'm still I need to start working on this. I really want to finish it by the springtime. As you can see, the seat is mounted. I have to do a rear mount, something here. I haven't decided what I'm doing yet. I might do a sissy bar, I might not. I have to mount the tank, but soon I'll keep going on this. The cafe racer, I started, I don't know if the last video or not, I mounted the tank or not, but that's a tank from a 650, and it fit perfect. There was a little spot underneath that was hidden, but I just tapped it slightly with the hammer and was all good. So that was pretty easy to fit in. That tank is much better. I honestly can't remember if I made a video putting that tank or not. But here you can see the tank better. It's flatter here. The other tank came down, and I have a huge wiring mess. The carbs are clean. They're all rebuilt. So these are in, ready to go. And next thing, I'm just gonna take all the wiring out and rewire the bike. But all right, that's pretty much all the updates. But let me show you what I got. There it is. So let's take a walk and I'll show you around. All right, so let's go in it. The slide is actually closed, so let me open the slide first and then I'll show you. All right, so here it is. It has the kitchen here, and this is what we're gonna be working on. You have the bathroom, the fridge, the table, and this table actually comes up and that turns into a bed. And then you have a couch here, that's just a cover. I'm probably going to replace this couch for one that pulls out, but we'll see. And then that's a bed, that comes down. So it sleeps 2 there, 2 here. And then as you can see, the bathroom in here, we'll probably redo this as well. So it's not the biggest RV ever, but we wanted something small, kind of start off first, and then if we like it, we'll get something bigger. If we don't, who knows? But so the first thing I want to do, I ended up buying new countertops, like the butcher block wood. We're going to be taking these out. I bought a farmhouse sink. I bought new faucet, and also here I want to extend this out and kind of make some shelves in there so we can put stuff in there, and we'll probably paint all this. So let's first thing I want to do is kind of start taking everything out, start measuring out the sink, and we'll go from there. All right, so here's the sink we're going to be using. It's like the farmhouse style. and I want to take some measurements. I took the drawers off here, and I just want to see exactly where it's going to fit here so I can mark it and get some measurements and start working on all this. So all right, sink is all marked. I'm not sure if you can see that or not, but it goes in an angle and it goes right across and right up. So that's gonna be the cutout for the front of the sink. So next thing we gotta do now is let's get the sink out, these countertops off, the blinds, and after we get all that, we'll start cutting it. So I'll put you in time lapse and let's get this whole thing done. All right, it's all out and ready to go. The next step, I gotta figure out how to take this thing out. It took me a little while to take this out. Honestly, I've never worked on this, and it's a little bit more complicated than I thought, but there was some screws on the side, there was some screws back there, under there. So I just gotta take that piece out, and then we'll double check the measurement here, cut that out, build out all the frame from the sink, and then once we put the sink in, then we can figure it out, the countertop. All right, the whole sink part is cut out, and I had to cut a little bit off the top there and there so the countertop can fit. Now the next step is I have to build a box. So in the back, I'm probably gonna do with 2x3s in the back and kind of in the front, so it holds the heavy sink, because that sink is actually like 50 pounds and that was like 5 pounds. So got to build a box so the sink will fit right in there, and then the countertop will go right on top. All right guys, so it's the next day here and we got a little progress done yesterday. It's kind of confusing because I thought it was gonna be a lot easier. I was like, an RV is just like a home, but an RV is completely different. I mean, everything's built with like really cheap materials and smaller stuff. So here, let me show you what I've done. so far I have the sink in. I did a frame right in the back. I did a little frame right in the front to support all that. So that's kind of sitting there. It's not bolted down or anything like that, but it's sitting. That's going to be the final position on that. I've been having a problem over here where the drawer would sit kind of crooked, and I ended up finding out that the brackets in the back, the whole thing is shifted. So when they built the RV, that was a little bit crooked. So in order to move that bracket, I have to take the whole heater out and all this huge mess. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to, and honestly, before I even say that, with the drain the way it is in the farmhouse sink right in the center here, putting the drawer there will probably be kind of a mess. So you can kind of see it there. I don't know if you can or not, but it's not hooked up or anything, but it's got to be hanging a little bit. So the solution here is I'm going to build a box right inside after I put everything back together, and then that will be a door. So I'm just going to put 2 hinges, and then you're just going to pull it up. You can put the pots, pans, and all that. So next step is I'm going to cut the countertop here, and once I cut the countertop, I'm just going to put it here and kind of measure, make sure everything's perfect, and then we'll mark the sink, cut that, and once we put this together, we'll start gluing everything down and screwing it, and then we'll move to this side to build on this. So a lot of talking. Let's go back and cut the countertop, and I'll see you there. All right, now that it's on, I have to mark all this, and then we'll cut right around the sink. All right, so here it is all done. Tofu's inspecting it, and is it good? All right, so next thing, I have these little pieces here that are gonna fill right here in the back. There's like a gap, but I just have to put this back in the RV and measure these pieces. And I was thinking of maybe putting another piece, something like that. So once you put stuff here in the RV and the RV starts driving, and we'll move around. But I haven't figured out yet if I'm gonna do that or maybe put a piece of metal or whatnot. So, but this is pretty much done. Let's go put it in the RV and then measure these little pieces for the back. All right, so pretty much have everything installed. You can see the shelves over here. Everything's attached. That's attached. I just have to caulk this, and then all this whole thing would be painted, and we're gonna put a drawer there back. The sink is all installed. Countertops are in. I'm just missing a little piece that's gonna go back here. But other than that, that's pretty much it. I haven't tested the water. It's all hooked up in there, but I kind of ran out of time. So yeah, that's pretty much it for now. Next video, I want to get everything painted, put the backsplash on, and yeah, get this thing finished. So first I'm just gonna do the kitchen, and after that, we'll probably use it to go camping a few times. And after that, then we'll paint the walls, the rest of these cabinets, we'll do the bathroom, all that. But yeah, just kitchen first, and then we'll get the rest done, all right? I'll see you guys later.